Hi folks, welcome to, or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I've been having trouble with YouTube pinging all my videos. I've been hexed. Anyway, the last Lisa video I did, I forgot to put a clip of her Instagram in. I've tried to upload it 3 times and it keeps getting dinged. I've put it up for a review, but I'll try and stick it at the beginning of this one and see if it goes through with this, and then if this one ends up getting dinged, I'll take it out and you'll just see this. I've got 4 videos sat there in purgatory waiting for an answer. So anywho, easy 5-minute 90s minimal makeup for women over 45. Shall we jump in?
Hey guys, it's Lisa, and today we're going to do this.
Sorry. I watch everything on double speed, so that's why.
Makeup look. This is a 90s makeup.
Does that not just look like her makeup every time she does makeup? It's no different to anything else.
Look, but it's more of the minimal makeup look. Now, I absolutely love the 90s supermodel look. So if you'd like me to do that, I would love to do it for you. But
will that be exactly the same as the 90s minimal look and your everyday look and the look you did with If All Your Makeup Got Stolen look? Because you never look any different, Lisa. Do something different.
this is more of the Gwyneth Paltrow, the Kate Moss, not smoky, but just your typical Kate Moss, your Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, more of that minimal 90s makeup look, where it's just about the lashes, the lips, the brows, no bronzer, just a good blush, no highlight, and that's it. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then keep on watching. I want to kind of do a combo of how I used to do my makeup back in the 90s, and I'm going to think of my heyday when I felt my best, which was probably around 25, and I want to kind of replicate the look that I had on in my 90s minimalism Walmart fashion video, which is where I wore this sweater, these jeans. I will put that video up here. This also is in...
Weird. You're weird. Because you did the 90s look wearing those clothes, you have to wear those clothes again. Why? This woman's insane. Oh, and we're sponsored by Walmart again, are we?
In collaboration with Walmart. And when I think back to the 90s, to the makeup I used to wear, I did wear a lot of Chanel, but my lipsticks were usually, okay, I had a Chanel Bisque was my go-to. Oh my gosh, it was like the beginning of...
Really? At 25, you were using Chanel? When I was 25, I was paying my rent. What am I looking for? Why has that gone so small? No doubt I've clicked something somewhere. And it's always, I remember the lipstick and the lip liner. Doesn't remember anything about her children or whatever. It's all, her whole life is based around fucking makeup. It's insane.
Go-to, oh my gosh, it was like the beginning of the dark liner with the light lip. Everyone asked me what that lip was. But I wore a lot of Revlon, L'Oreal, and Max Factor. Max Factor was my jam. So I have all of my drugstore, Walmart type makeup out here, and I even unpackaged some new brushes from Eco Tools that we'll use, and let's just have fun. I don't really have anything planned, but doing this.
Yeah, you do. You have a minimalist look planned. It'll be a toss-up which one goes as the thing.
Minimal Think Kate Moss, not smoky eye, minimal. Think about them more than on the runway, maybe the Calvin Klein ads or Donna Karan or some of those real...
Think of them not the runway. Think of them. I can't fucking remember what I did 20 minutes ago. I have no idea what Kate Moss looked like in the 90s when she wasn't on the runway. Anyone else, or is it just me?
Minimal looks, think that way. And Gwyneth Paltrow looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to use this True Match W4.
Gwyneth Paltrow still looks the same.
Light, medium, warm from...
And I'm sorry, I've had a bag of crisps, can you tell? Who comes on and shows their makeup that manky? Could you not have cleaned the lid? If you're going to show it on the internet, if it's just sitting in your bathroom, who gives a shit? But you're holding up filthy, dirty things with products stuck in the pump, and Lord knows when you fucking used it last.
L'Oreal. I certainly did not wear a primer. I don't know if I ever wore a primer until YouTube. This is a really pretty foundation. So you can see it's still very minimal. And
her neck is really, I don't know if it's sun damage, melasma, fucking freckles, what it is. But either side of her neck, which she hides with the filters most of the time, looks atrocious.
Warm from L'Oreal. I certainly did not wear a primer. I don't know if I ever wore a primer until YouTube. This is a real...
There, look. And then her face is a completely different colour to the rest of her. And she's giving us makeup tips. Okay.
Really pretty foundation. So you can see it's still very minimal. And I do remember back then I would do...
You call that minimal?
My concealer first. Thought about trying that, but I hate to rock the boat too much here. And I don't remember using any setting spray whatsoever. You know, that probably depends on where you lived, because I think my makeup was always kind of dewy. But more matte makeup is the look for...
It's dewy, not dewy. And aren't they fucking Donald's nephews?
For this look. Let's go in with this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, Light Peach, because I do usually need a little bit of like brightness up underneath my eyes. So when I'm doing this type look on days that I know I'm not going to wear lashes and all of that, I do try to get my skin pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, I want good skin, I want good lips, I want good brows. That is what I'm looking for. I don't worry about lashes or eyeshadow, so that's what we're doing today. We're doing just good skin and good brows. And
you could do a video on face aerobics, Lisa, if you've run out of ideas for clothes and get ready with me's. And just look, Lisa, I know you're watching this. Would you look at the colour of your face and the colour of your neck and your hands? Nothing matches. The colour you think you are, you're not.
you know, should I set my under eyes? I feel like I should. Should we give Maybelline one more shot? Let's do that. Okay, Maybelline Fit Me in Fair Light. To get the brightness, you definitely need to go with the Fair Light. I'm gonna dip my damp sponge and I'm gonna really work it into this sponge because this can get dry. I would just do this according to if you have normal, oily. I have oily skin. And I do remember powdering my T-zone back then. So even though I probably wore more radiant foundations. For powder, I'm gonna use this L'Oreal Infallible. I've got it in Radiant Sand. Let's see.
It's foundation. Why are you putting on foundation and powder and then another foundation?
How much color this gives before I go in with anything else. I'm gonna pick this fluffiest brush and let's see. I'm thinking this might be kind of like a bronzer. Now there are so many looks for the 90s for makeup. Like one of them I saw was sculpted, and of course there's your grunge. But like I said, we're doing kind of that minimal like I did in that video. Now let's do some lips. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have so much to choose from here that I don't know where I want to go. I kind of want to go, I remember my go-to combo was Chanel Nude Lip Liner, which is kind of a dirty mauve type color, and that light bisque. I mean, I was the true classic Naomi Campbell nude. But then I
was the true Naomi Campbell nude. One, I don't know if you've noticed, Lisa, you're white. And two, your lips don't look anything like her lips. Are you telling me you went out deliberately and found colours that made your lips look like Naomi's on your white skin?
also did do some browns, like this one, Bare Reveal. So that's a possibility here. And for the lip liner,
That's not brown. See, everyone's going on about the brown 90s lip. I must have missed all this because I was in a bubble. 94 I went to Butlins. So I did the 94 season, the 95 season, got married, moved off camp, had Travis in 96, and we lived in Wales till 99, and then we moved here. And I don't ever remember wearing brown lipstick or seeing any of the people around me wearing brown. I must have a look in a bit and find a picture and put it in of me in the 90s. See if I was anything like the 90s minimalist look.
feeling like I may have a hard time. Oh my gosh, here is Rich Chocolate, number 120 from Maybelline. These are some of my favorite lip liners. I don't want it to be too dark, so let's start with Mastermind, another one of my favorites. And this will put down kind of that mauvey lighter base. I mean, we know that
It's not mauvey. In what fucking world are you seeing these colours? Do you know what I think it is? I think I finally fucking figured it out. I think she's colourblind. Lisa, next time you're at the eye doctor, can you go and get your test for colour blindness? Because I think that has to be it. Because what you're seeing and what I'm seeing is two completely different things.
Max Spice was the go-to, but I'm not as much a fan of that. It's a little orange for me, and it doesn't last long enough. Okay, Purely Nude from Maybelline. Yeah, that's definitely lighter. Now let's take Rich Chocolate and lightly go over this.
How many fucking lip liners is she going to put on?
Yes, I do this all the time. Layer lip liners. As you can see, I'm barely putting any pressure. Woo, I'm a little scared. Because that is needing some blending, let's use one of these little brushes.
You're scared of a lip liner. God, give me strength.
Over here to blend. You might already have these lips because I've shown them all before. This is one I really like. It is the Biscotti Mommy from Wet n Wild, but it is one of those that is mushy but pretty. It almost is like wearing a gloss with a liner.
What's mushy? And why are you showing black women all of a sudden? Have you suddenly realised how racist your channel looks and you're throwing in the token black woman now to make it look like you actually give a shit about the black population?
Which was another.
Whoever she is absolutely fucking stunning. Lisby. Lisby, I can't read that, it's too small. But isn't she stunning? And I love her hair. I hope that's her natural hair. What is the thing in America? I don't understand. People being sent home for having natural hair. It's their fucking hair. How can you discriminate against hair? If a white woman with curly hair like that went into work, she'd be fine. Why can't black women go into work with their natural curly hair? I don't understand.
Very 90s thing. Ooh, I love that. Love it. Don't forget about this little beauty. I just went to New Mexico for a week on vacation, and this was my eyeshadow palette. I love it, and I would use it for this look, but I've got a couple of new palettes that
I went on vacation for a week. It wasn't a week. Does she ever tell the truth about anything?
I wanted to use, like this one from CoverGirl Clean. It is a good like brown basic palette. And then I've got this one, the 24 karat nudes, which would be another good one for this look. I'm thinking this one's more supermodel 90s. So let's save this one. And gosh, we haven't done a blush. In the 90s, my go-to blushes were Tempting Beige was my go-to blush. This is one of the new infallible blushes in Daring Rosewood. Yep, that was more me. I was Daring Rosewood. I'm gonna just dip this brush in here, and oh my goodness, it picked up a lot. So I'm gonna actually knock it off on my hand.
What is she on today? Really? Ooh, that was me. Me, 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 me.
And then lightly do my blush. And if you'll notice, I haven't put on a bronzer. I'm hoping that the powder we used is enough. I didn't wear bronzer back then, believe it or not. I just wore blush, no highlight. So I'm thinking this is going to be enough. Let's go with the e.l.f. Taupe brow pencil. I'm gonna just do probably my normal brows, to be honest with you. This is a really good brow pencil. I think the next it might be a little bit darker. It's all.
See, that's the thing. I don't ever remember anybody doing brows until I started watching YouTube. I don't think brows were a thing, were they?
Always a little much at first. And I'll tell you a secret. I don't even think I thought about my brows in the 90s. Let's use this palette, even though the
secret, folks. Let me tell you a secret. Really? That's the best you could come up with. I didn't bother with my brows. No, nobody did.
mid-tone right here is a little dark, so I might go in first with one of these. Let's get our fluffiest brush out of the mix. So I am going to go right up in here. Basically what we're doing is a no makeup look. We're contouring our eyes, so you have to go according to your eye shape. Now in the 20s, I had beautiful hooded eyes that were perfect. They were naturally hooded, no sagging skin, and so I didn't worry about eyeshadow quite as much. I would put some on, but since then I have had blepharoplasty because as I got older, that skin was just taking over my eyes. So now I have more lid space. So I'm going to do what I can. I'm using this. This is mostly a gold.
Back in the day, I had hooded eyes so nobody could see my eyeshadow. Then I had blepharoplasty so that I had more eye space. And now you still can't see my eyeshadow. You would think she would take advantage of the fact that she's got all that eyelid space now. She could go to town on it. And what does she do? Fucking Emperor's Clothes eyeshadow looks.
Gold color here. But I still think it's going to provide a base for this color. Like I said, you just do what's best for your eye shape. You could even take a bronzer or your blush brush, and I might do that, and just run it over your eye and let it naturally catch your brow bone. And that will give you a good natural look. And then I'm going to take a smaller eye brush like this one. I'm going to do it in the same order. First I'm going to take this little gold color and I'm going to run it under my eyes like this, because I do have, see how I have that pronounced lower lid? And putting that shadow down here actually helps a little bit with the wrinkles. And then I'm going to tap lightly into this next color and stay closer to the lash line and give that a little shadow like that. I think that's it for the eyeshadow. This is nice. I like how it didn't like go everywhere. I think the shades are nice too. I've got this Apricot Fantasy here. It's a nice like shimmery light color. Now I want to blot and just use that. This is the exact way I get my lip combos most days. Now I won't need to redo the liner, but now I'm just going to use Apricot Fantasy. Now liner. Back then I did take a pencil liner, and a lot of times I used a blue and I would just do a straight line across my eyes. But like I said, back then I had hooded eyes, so that was really the only thing that showed a lot. Now I have such a prominent lid and lash line. I don't like to do that. I like to just wear mascara, and I think that's all I had on the other day. So I'm going to curl my lashes, even though I never do, because I was reading an article from Kevin Aquan, which was the main makeup artist in the 90s, and he was saying that if you don't curl your lashes, it actually does the opposite. It closes your eyes instead of opening them. I kind of like that down and out fluttery lash, but just because I've never really done this much on here, I'm going to do it today. And this is a Tweezerman, and I am scared because I did used to curl my lashes all the time, and I remember sometimes they pull. Okay, so there's the difference. And I was thinking this morning, another thing that I really think you need to try if you haven't is the Lumify drops that make your eyes white. That's another really good product.
Yeah, that you're not supposed to use all the time. Why don't you give anyone the full fucking story? Oh, here, use this.
One of my favorite products that you can get from Walmart that makes a difference in your makeup. And then I also I grabbed these to show you. I've never seen this actual type with the textures like this, but I love these hair bands. They're good ones that don't snag. I don't really need a lot of support until I'm walking, and then I need that support. So let's do a primer. This
What the fuck is she going on about? Support.
is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Primer. So it's a lash primer that's actually dark, which always irritated me that I had to cover up all of that white lash primer. Okay, and because my eyes are so downturned, they're round this way and round that way and smaller. So I like to kind of wing my lashes out like this and focus most of it on the edge, but it depends on what you like.
Who even knows that about their eyes? This woman spends far too much time staring into a fucking mirror, picking fault with her face.
Some people really like them fanned out like that. I'm more of someone who likes them clumpy and kind of pulled out. I never use bottom lash mascara. Do you know what? Just for today, I'm going to do just a little bit. I'm just going to touch the base of my lashes with this primer, just to give a little bit. Favorite mascara ever. I just went to go visit a friend and I took her some. I think back then I liked Lancome Definicils and then Max Factor. Wasn't there one like 2,000 calorie or something like that? Okay, you guys, I feel good about it. Let's see. Hair down. I don't think I ever used a curling iron. Once in a while, I would use hot rollers, especially in my early 20s when I used to bartend and waitress. I loved to hot roll my hair and then put it in one of those long, goody banana clips. I mean, the long, not fancy. And I would clip it up and it would just be, you know, curls coming down. It was a good way to be able to wear your hair up because you had to for the rules, you know, health, sanitation reasons, but it still gave you that long hair. I loved it. After that, like when I...
See, she was still skirting around the rules because she had to have long hair. I've never known anyone so attached to their hair as Lisa.
I was in my mid-20s. I washed my hair every morning. I took a shower every morning and I would just blow dry it. I don't even think I used a round brush. Who knows? It was probably frizzy as all get out. But I think this is a very good way to show 90s minimal makeup, and I hope you liked it. Thank you to Walmart for partnering with me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. It's funny because the day that I did this makeup, I asked John and he said he liked the wings and the lashes. So it'll be interesting to hear what you say. Have a good day and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
John prefers the wings and the lashes, really. Do we believe that, folks? Thank you if you got to the end with me, and I will see you in the next one.